To be human is to have the ability to live our dreams, to create our own reality. But I don't believe the only way to get there is through an intense amount of willpower and hustle. You can flow into abundance. But that's not often what we hear, is it? Many motivational speakers tell us that we have to ignore our feelings, that we have to reject our natural flow in order to succeed. Do what you have to do regardless of how you feel. Shut up and get up. Make yourself, force yourself. That's how you get it done. And don't get me wrong, that's powerful for sure. But here's the catch. In order for this to work, you have to become a machine. You have to sell a part of your soul. You have to disconnect from a part of yourself, from your feelings, which is a really big part of you. Your feelings aren't random and isolated phenomenon that don't make sense. They're connected to your whole life experience. And when you disconnect from a part of yourself, you end up becoming more disconnected from life. And I'm not interested in that. I want to live more connected to life, not less. I want more joy, more play, more strength, more love. I want to live in the fullness of life. I want to share with you how you can flow into abundance through inner alignment, rather than striving for it by the strength of your will. At this point, you might be wondering, if I just allow myself and my feelings, I end up feeling like crap, and it's really hard to do anything. The motivational world has told you that your feelings are the problem. They're limiting, they're weak, and they keep you from your goals, from your dreams. But I believe your feelings are deeply intelligent. They're here for a good reason. They are here to serve as guides, leading us to inner alignment, through which abundance can flow. They only feel bad because we don't know how to listen to them, how to learn from them, and how to be guided towards alignment by them. What is inner alignment? Inner alignment is when all your parts are interconnected and one, working together, allowing energy to flow through you freely towards a united purpose. They are aligned with your higher nature for the fulfillment of your higher purpose. When we are out of alignment, parts of us direct our energy away from our fulfillment in order to manage our inner pain. Let me explain this a little bit more. Life is hard, and we all go through loss, painful or traumatic experiences. Trauma is a big word these days, but I really see trauma as any difficult experience that is too much, too overwhelming to process. So in order to keep functioning in life, we have to separate it from our awareness. We have to repress it, to bury it, in order to keep functioning in life and moving forward. Then we have to direct a lot of our energy to managing these repressed, painful experiences. It takes energy to keep it repressed, and we also become afraid of this repressed inner pain. So we invest energy towards protecting ourselves from it or from experiencing more of it. We also project this inner pain onto the outer world. It becomes a colored lens through which we see the world through. We trust life less. We become more fearful and guarded. We develop defense mechanisms to protect us from experiencing more pain. All of this is energy intensive and very limiting. This is how we get out of inner alignment. There's no longer a cohesive flow of energy within us. Some of our energy is going towards what we want to create, but a lot of our energy is going towards managing this inner pain, our fears and defense mechanisms. Those very fears become blocks to manifesting abundance. They become limiting beliefs that keep us safe from pain, but also weigh us down and keep us small. Our energy is split, some of it wanting one thing and a lot of it wanting another. So we end up just feeling really stuck. We all go through hard things and we all get out of inner alignment. The problem is, most of us haven't been taught how to be guided by our feelings back into alignment. Your troubling feelings are actually here to help. It's like the check engine light on your car. It's a really helpful indicator, letting you know that something's off and it's time to look under the hood. The problem is, we haven't been taught how to work on the car. We've actually been told to ignore the check engine light. So we end up driving the car into the ground, wondering what's wrong. But instead, if you listen to the check engine light and you tend to what needs tending, your car becomes stronger. Internally, when we learn to listen to our feeling guides and learn from them, we can help them release their pain and shift into alignment with your higher nature. Then you become more aligned with what you want. How does this work? How can we be guided by our feelings towards abundance? Our feelings can be like a crying baby that really needs something but can't use words to communicate. Both feelings and babies can sometimes be really uncomfortable and in pain. So they yell out at us for us to do something about it. But when we don't do anything about it, maybe because we don't know how, the yelling gets louder, the crying gets louder. But when you bring your presence to the crying baby, even if you don't know what she needs, and you hold her lovingly, usually the crying will stop, or at least get a lot quieter. Then you feel into what she needs, and you provide that for her. Then afterwards, she's at peace and happy, just enjoying each moment of life. And this is true with our feelings too. Ignoring them just makes the pain louder. But if you bring your presence to them, holding space for them lovingly, acknowledging that you see and hear them in their pain, even if you haven't solved the problem yet or provided them what they need, the yelling becomes much quieter. It doesn't hurt so much anymore. This alone is revolutionary. I believe we are afraid of the hurt in our feelings because we don't know what to do with it. We don't know how to be with it. But ironically, ignoring them hurts much worse. Bringing mindful presence to your feelings feels much better. Then you can learn to listen to them and provide for them what they need. There is deep intelligence in your feelings, just like there's deep intelligence in the baby. They are yelling at you for a good reason. Ultimately, they just want a little love. You can learn from your feelings as you sit with them. You can learn where they come from, what they're about, and provide for them what they need. And when you do, you will find fulfillment. But not only that, when you resolve the pain of this feeling, you will naturally shift into a greater alignment with love. How is that possible? All inner pain is some kind of loss, a loss of love, or worse than a loss, it's some kind of an abuse, the opposite of love. Our pain is a love void. Healing is holding this love void with love and compassion. The pain can be released as it dissolves into the love it is held by. When you acknowledge, listen to, honor, and care for your feelings, that expression of love is healing, and it dissolves the pain. And when you are free from that pain, you no longer need all those defense mechanisms. You are now more aligned with love, which is a part of your higher nature. Coming full circle from pain to fulfillment, you trust life even more than before. And without the blocks of pain and fear, all of your energy can flow as a whole towards what you want. This is huge. This is powerful. You become a natural flow towards abundance. In fact, the idea of creating something isn't so heavy anymore. Without that resistance, it's actually really exciting. Instead of having to work in order to survive, your inner world shifts and you want to create and express. It feels like play. As you continue listening to your inner world, to your inner guides, you become guided by your true passion and joy of life. which leads you to the creation of a life aligned with your highest fulfillment. It's not something you have to hustle for. It flows from you, through you. You become a flow into abundance. If you found value in this video, please let me know by giving it a like and subscribe if you'd like to continue on this journey together. You might be wondering, how do I sit with feelings without feeling overwhelmed by them? If you're curious about this, check out this next video. Thank you for watching. Peace be with you.